Hello? Yeah, I just walked in. Yeah, I'm good. You still working? Tonight, right now? Did I go out? Yeah, I went out. I went to a couple of clubs. And then I went to bed.
Oh girl, this boat is sinking. There's no sea left for me.
The things that you would maybe not necessarily do when you're sober, you might do under the influence. The inhibitions are released quite a bit, and your judgment is impaired.
But I woke up early. I used to work a morning shift. I worked my 8 hours, and then later on that day I got together with a buddy. We started drinking whiskey. I love whiskey. I drank a little too much whiskey, and I went up the stairs. And on the way down, they tell you not to drink and drive, don't drink and walk. Down the set of stairs I go. I was a good friend at the time, called an ambulance. They airlifted me to Toronto so they could open up my head and fix my brain because I successfully had broken it. I was in a coma for 3 weeks. I had to learn to walk again, learn how to use the toilet by myself again. Now I'm stuck with a disability for the rest of my life.
How easy is it to get drugs? I can easily get drugs. I know a lot of people who can get drugs, and in fact, it's so easy to get drugs, especially in North Bay, that I know a 13-year-old who does coke and speed. If a 13-year-old can get it, well, then that just goes to show that anyone else can get it.
When I was younger, that we, got older people to help purchase it. So it isn't, you're right, it isn't very difficult to get. The temptation is really there, and it's very easy. We want to grow up quickly.
With drugs, you can just ask your friend, hey, can you get me some weed? And if they're not a dealer, there's a high chance that they'll probably know one and they'll be able to help you out.
Marijuana, I have nothing against marijuana. It has good, there's people that can smoke that legally in this country. It does, some people, some disabilities good. But when you're stealing medication from your uncles or your grandparents' medicine cabinet just to chop it up and snort it just to see what kind of buzz you get, that's not very good. That hurts family.
The problem is that there's nothing else for kids to be doing. What else are you gonna do on a Friday night besides smoke weed and drink? I mean, that's what everyone does, right? And if you're at a party, well, you're gonna get pressured into doing stuff like that.
Crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit, feeling lit, feeling right, 2 a.m. summer night, I don't care, hand on the wheel, driving drunk, I'm doing my thing, rolling the mid beside and out, living my life, getting our dreams, I'ma do just what I want, looking ahead, no turning back, people told me slow my roll, I'm screaming out, fuck that, I'm screaming out, fuck that, I'm screaming out, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. You know about dreaming, dreaming. You don't really know about nothing, nothing. Tell me what you know about the night terrors every night. 5 a.m. cold sweats waking up to the sky.
Alcohol affects your brain in a way that it inhibits or your normal behavior would be changed.
Happiness, and I know everything that shine ain't always gonna be gold. Hey, I'll be fine.
When you first start drinking alcohol, 2-3 drinks, you're happy. Then it gets dangerous. Then you're drunk. Then you may fall. And then you look like this. You don't want to look like this growing up.
Hey, I'll be fine once I get it.
It's a lot different now. Now it's not just marijuana. They want the hard drugs, the cocaine, and the heroin.
You know, back in the 70s where people were doing drugs all the time, there was a lot of innocence and not being aware of the consequences. And I think the kids today have more information and knowledge. So a phenomena that goes on when you're a teenager is there is a bit of a rebellion against the family, a rebellion against society, perhaps. I'm an adult, I can do what I want.
There are a lot of consequences from drug use, obviously. I think if you use drugs in moderation, you're not going to get into too much trouble. But as soon as you step over that line where you're starting to depend on drugs, obviously there is going to be a whole world of consequences.
Alcohol, it's not good for you. It's made to be enjoyed responsible. They warn you on the bottle, please drink responsibly.
Someone just died, their name is Nathan, and it's still up in the air about how he died, but it was a drug overdose, and I guess he just was on a lot of different drugs at once and went to sleep, never woke up, and that had a huge impact on North Bay. So this guy was someone a lot of us knew, and he was a great guy. And in fact, like I just said, I've never had anyone close to me die. But Nathan, I didn't know him that well, but I knew him I knew him well enough to go to his funeral. So that kind of hit hard for me.
Yeah, Nathan was a good guy, you know, he fell into the wrong crowd. He used to be, you know, straight A student like anyone else, and he got too into it and got too deep, and it took his life. It's sad to see, you know, what the final consequence could be from just taking something that, you know, it's just meant to have fun, and just overdoing it. It ended up taking his life. It's horrible. It sucks to see something, you know, that is meant for you to enjoy and have fun, and something to do with your friends take a life. And I think we can all kind of learn a lesson from that and learn, you know, it's not something to abuse, and it's something to, you know, take seriously.
If you like pina colada